Can you guys hear me? Joe, let me know if you could hear me, please. Yes or no, gentlemen? All right. Ugh. This is driving me crazy. Holy shit. Oh, you boonga. All right, we're good to go. 4 people are watching, I guess. I don't know. All right. What I wanted to do on a drum set was do some, again, stick control formulas. What's that? All right. You have a picture, you have a sound, and you can't see me. There you go. You can see me, I guess, right? Okay. All right, here we go. The first thing I like to do is go through a little bit of a routine. I guess this is going to be kind of a long kind of lesson. Is that okay with you guys? All right. What I want to do, I don't usually do this when I'm doing a lesson, but I'm just very aggravated right now. I don't know, nothing ever works correctly for me. I'm going to put the metronome on 160. Okay? And I'm going to set my timer for, let's say 4 minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some 8th note vamps, just for right hand and left hand. And this is what you want to try when you warm up. This is what I do. It works for me. And you might want to start at a little a slower tempo. I have it on 160. So I'm going to do 4 measures and 4 measures, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Big delay. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Sorry. 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a minute and a half. Feel a little loose. You gentlemen do stuff like this? Dave, Joe, do you do things like that to warm up a little bit? You do? Okay, all right. At that tempo, that was 160. Listen, there's supposed to be 5 people in here, you're only 2. If there's anybody else in here, just say hello. Please. All right, now, what I want to do, you have a stick control book? We could do a few different things. I'm caught off guard here a little bit because I had prepared a lesson for the drum set. So, we could do a few options here. And we could start working on pages 8, 9, 10, 11, or 13. Or we go back here, not to the flams, but I guess to the 6, 8 maybe? Yeah, we can go to the 6, 8. That's pretty cool. Your choice, gentlemen. Joe, what tempo you start that out at? What are you doing? Dave, what do you do? What tempos? And get the stick control book out. We're going to start with page 24. All right, 120 is good for you. You don't want to go any. You don't want to push it. You feel good. 140 is okay. 140. Joe, 120. You don't want to push it. It's just a relaxing kind of thing. You just kind of relax the stick and work on it. I just pushed it up a little bit. Okay, let's try the stick control book, page 24. Okay, let me know when you have page 24. 6, 8 rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Let me know when you guys hit it. Stick control book, page 24. Or we can work with polyrhythms, whatever you want tonight. Eduardo, how are you? This is a surprise lesson tonight. My system seems to be down that I'm doing the live lesson. But you're welcome to stay. How are you, Eduardo? Okay. Can anybody please tell me when they have the stick control book, the 6, 8? Don't tell me you threw your stick control book out. Page 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let me get another cup of coffee, gentlemen. Let me know when you have it out. That's okay, Eduardo. You're welcome to stay. Not a problem. It'd be nice if you could sign up for my website. Do you know the address on my website, Eduardo? Joe is from Florida. Eduardo, where are you from? Brazil. Okay. Now, you guys, you want to work on polyrhythms tonight? Like I said, this is throwing me off a little bit here because, what's this? Florida, okay. Brazil, Florida, and Chicago. And I'm in New Jersey. Okay. Anyway, would you like to work on polyrhythms or 6/8 rolls. Your choice, gentlemen. Let's have a little vote. Three against four with the syncopation book or the stick control book, or 3 against 2. Hey Dave, give him my website address. Maybe he'll sign up for a month. Because I'm not going to be doing any drum set application on this channel because I don't have the facility, the camera. So Dave, send it to him. You got page 24, stick control. 6/8 rolls. First, we're going to do this. You have to be somewhat familiar with the table time. It really helps. And write out my website page, let me write it out. livelessons.com. You got it? All right. You got page 24, Dave? How about you, Eduardo? You have just sign up for a month. It costs you $14.99. You get 24 lessons. All right. Anyway, do you have Eduardo and Dave? Do you have page 24, the stick control book? It's a 6/8 pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're on 24. All right. 6/8. How about you, Eduardo? You have a stick control book. We're going to do 6/8. 6/8 meaning the time signature, 6 beats to a measure. Each 8th note receives 1 count or 1 beat. Okay? Now, if I was just playing 8th notes in 6/8, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I was playing 16th notes, it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and. Now, if you go to line 1, page 24, it's a short roll combination. It's a grouping 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you have 4 and 5 and 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm taking it to ground zero with this. I'm going to eventually play it in cut time. But right now we're in 6/8. And the sticking is really good because you're alternating the attack on the singles. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and. Okay? I just ended with my right. Now I'm going to start with the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and. Okay? Eduardo, where are you going? All right. What can I say? So you just keep doing it at a variety of tempos. Now, I usually make the quarter note. It's a dotted. I make it a dotted quarter note. I'm not playing it as like this. 1, 2. Like, let me take it here. I could play it like this. I could go to, like, say 140 and make that the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm making that the 8th note. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Okay? Now, I could make that, instead of the 8th note, I could make that tick the dotted quarter note. So I'm going to go down to 100. When I say dotted quarter note, let's go to 72 rather. That's going to be every tick's going to be 1, 2, 3. That's a dotted quarter note equals 3 8 notes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. You understand that, gentlemen? Dave, Joe, I'm taking that now as the dotted eighth note, a quarter, yeah, the dotted quarter note. That equals 3/8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, pop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we understand that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Now, what I'm doing is I'm keeping my sticks in one position. I could play it full strokes, half strokes, or quarter strokes. I'm playing this without accents because it has no accents. And I'm trying to feel the difference between the eighth note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now, if you come to the reality of this, it's a grouping of 3 and a grouping of 6. It's a triplet and a sextuplet. So if I did that, let's see, I make that 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, instead of me making that, I'll make that the quarter note now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's the J table of time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's my mental approach on it. Do you understand that, gentlemen? We go to line 2, the sticking pattern changes now. And it's the grouping of 6. If I did it in 6/8, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the 2 rights and 2 lefts. And you have to be careful. Do what for 2 minutes? What do you want to do for 2 minutes? Line 1? Go ahead, do it. Let me know when you're finished. I don't know. Dave, you're a trip. What do you want to do for 2 minutes, Dave? The first line? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Let's put it at 100. Want to do it at 100? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we go. 2 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Change. Is that what you want to do for 2 minutes, Dave? Talk to me, man. All right, this is not happening here. This is driving me crazy. All right. Let's go to 13. On line 1, we did singles. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Using the 16th notes as single strokes. I go to 13. Now the 16th is going to change to doubles. And you see that he has a 7-stroke roll. There is no accent though. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Dave, you have to communicate a little bit better than this. Do what for 5 minutes to 2 minutes? You said yes. I don't know what that means. I'm on line 13. My sticking pattern is right, left, right as the 3. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm doing 6, 8. The 16th notes as doubles, which amounts to, if I tie it over to the 1 of the following measure, it becomes a 7-stroke roll. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got it, Dave? You know, Joe, we're going to go to another page. Dave, learn how to communicate. Y means yes. Okay? Maron. We're going to go to another page because this is not, you guys are not, you're in a chat just like if we were doing. Let's go to another page. Let's go to page 5, 6, and 7, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to do polyrhythms. We're going to do 3 against 4. Do we all know how to do 3 against 4? Y for yes and for no. If not, I'll break it down. Dave, do you know how to do 3 against 4? Yes or no? And Joe, do you know how to do 3 against 4? Okay. Joe, do you know how to do 3 against 4? All right. Hey, Dave, what is yes, 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 yes? What is this? You busted my balls, man. All right, let me break it down somewhat so you see what I'm doing. If I'm doing 4, we're going to use both the stick control book and the syncopation book. All right, when I do 4, there's a couple different variations of 4, but this is the one I'm doing. I'm going to be doing a triplet with one hand and a grouping of 16th notes, 4 16ths with the other hand inside of the quarter note. My quarter note is going to be 1, 1, okay? Now, in between the distance 1 and 1, or 2 rather, I have to get 3 with one hand and 4 with the other hand. So, if you remember when I talked about counting triplets, I counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now occasionally I will count for subdivisional reasons like this. The triplet, instead of 1 and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. So that's going to give me 3. 1, 2 to the quarter note. 1, 2, 3. 1. Do you all understand that so far? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, in order for me to get the 4 inside of that, between the 3, I have to open up the space in between the 1, 2, 3. So the way I do that is I'm counting the 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Now I'm going to count 16th notes. 1 E and, 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 1 E and the 2, 3. 1 E and the 2, 3. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. Okay, now that gives me the opening to play the 4. So I'm counting 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the. Okay, now the 4 is going to fall like this. I'm going to do it real slow, and if you want to write it out or write it down, you're going to write 1 E and on top of the 1, you're going to put a slash. On top of the duh of 1 E and an additional slash. So I have 1 E and Okay, now I go to 2, it's 2 E and I put a slash on the and. On the 3, it's 3 E and So now if I play that all together, I have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and Now I'm going to play the 3. 1 E and 2, 3. Now when I do this, it's best to do a with the metronome. I'm going to make that the triplet. 1, 2, 3. This way I get the 4 and slow it down a little bit. And we'll pick it up in a second. So I get the 4 equal. That's the 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Nice and even. Now on the count of 1, I have my right hand, my left hand, and my bass drum happening at the same time. Do we understand that, gentlemen? Up it a little bit. 1, 2, up it a little bit more. So it's best to use the metronome like that so you get the equal spacing. 1, 2, 3. We got it? Understand it? Any questions on that? And whoever else is watching, you could come in and ask questions. And I think I know who's watching. We all understand that. Okay, now, in the beginning, usually the first lesson I ever give, I explain the levels, the sticking heights, and whatever. And we go to page 5 again. And we've done page 5, hopefully, supposedly, in full strokes. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And now that's essential. That's like a must. Okay? But, you know, after a while, you know, it's the same thing over and over again. It's not monotonous. It's very helpful. It's going to develop your hands better and better each day. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a little fun with that. I'm going to sort of consolidate my practicing skills. I'm going to play the first line. Instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, I'm going to consolidate the line as 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. So to the quarter note, if I went like this, 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and, that's a grouping of 4. Okay? Now, I'm going to play that sticking pattern exactly the way it is. And I'm going to put the 3 on the bottom, the bass drum. Or I could alternate it between, if you're playing double bass drums or hi-hat and bass drums. First, let's just start with the bass drum playing the 3. Now, if you could hear, hopefully, me hitting that pedal, I'm going to pound it a little bit so you could hear it. Like 1, 2. Can you hear that, gentlemen? Yes or no? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, I got that going, and I'm going to play the line. Full strokes. You understand that, gentlemen? You can hear the pedal, but now I'm doing full strokes, as if I was without 3 against 4. It's just doing it like so. But now, I'm having a little fun with it. And I'm doing the 3 on the bottom and thinking about that as the 4. And it gets pretty nice and interesting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 is line 1. Now I go to line 3, 2 rights, 2 lefts. Got it? You can have a whole lot of fun with this. And now you're consolidating, you're playing a polyrhythm, you're exercising your bass drum, you're thinking 3 against 4. In addition to that, you're playing the stick control book, okay? 3 against 4 is a polyrhythm. You could also add a vamp to this. If I was playing, I'm going to do the line one time and I'm going to put a 1 measure vamp. That 1 measure vamp is the hand I end with, and I'm going to go 1, E, and, a grouping of 4. Okay? So now, let's try that. 1, play the line, 3 against 4, full strokes. When I get to the end of the line, I'm going to vamp with the hand I end with. I'm just going to play 16th notes, the 4, to line 2. It just adds another dimension to practicing. You gentlemen understand that? You like that? Because now we're going to go to the syncopation book. Okay. Dave, you understand, and Joe, you understand. It's a lot. It makes it a little bit more fun. You're consolidating. You're practicing. Let's go to something really simple. Let's go to page in the syncopation book, page 20, lesson 9. Let me know when you get there, guys. Let me know. You got the syncopation book, page 20, lesson number 9. Hello. Syncopation book, page 20, lesson number 9. Just say there when you got it. How about you, Joe? You got it? Oh, you got it. All right. Now, first off, I'm surprised at how many guys just don't know how to read. And first off, obviously, you have to be able to read that on one surface. So you have 1 E and 2, 3, 4. 1 E and 2, 3, 4. Now, again, we're going to play 3 with this hand. We're going to play 1 with this hand. Foot, rather. So that's going to give me, let me slow that down again. I'm at 100, gentlemen. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, and I get my 3 with the left. 1, 2. I'm going to play the line with my right hand. Okay? Now, that's pretty simple. You want to bring it up a little bit? Let's try 130. I don't know if I can handle this right now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Understand it? And you can do the same thing on the bottom. Play the top as 1 E and 2. 3, and play the 3 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, that's pretty cool. It's just a different way. What you really want to do, and this is going to kind of, I don't know. Let's go someplace. Let's go to page 29. And what I'm going to show you, we're going to go to page 29, the 48 bar exercise line number 1. And we're going to play 3 with the left hand. And we're going to play the line down with the right hand. You got it, guys? Page 29. We got 1, 2, 3, 1. I'm going to put this back. Let me up that a little bit. 140. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I'm going to play the line now with my right hand. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. Okay, got it. All right, whatever. I don't know. Dave and Joe, do you have page 29? Y for yes, N for no. Hopefully you can still hear me. Joe, Dave. You got it, Dave? How about you, Joseph? Syncopate? All right. Now what I'm doing is I'm playing the 3 with my left hand. That's my triplet. So if I look at line 1, I have a combination of 3 against 1 and 3 against 2, and I have a partial there. It's half of the 2. It's on the upbeat. So I'm going to do this real slow without the metronome. I'm just going to play 1. And my bass drum is going to be on the count of 1, 1, 1, 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's on the first downbeat of the grouping. So I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. Now I'm going to play the line. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2. Let's measure. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom. We got that? Understand? Now the next line gets a little bit complicated. If you look at the mixture. I wanted to start here, but we're going to go a little bit backwards on this one. I just want to show you how it works. If I do line 2, the first measure, I have 3 against 1, 3 against 2, and again 3 against 1, then 3 against 4. So let's just play that one against the 3. Okay, so I have 1, 2, line 2, first measure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Got it? Second measure. 3 against 2, 3 against 4, 3 against 2, and 3 against 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1. 1, 2, 3. Now, look at this measure. Uh-oh, we have a problem. Well, we don't have a problem. We just need something different here. It's actually 3, I'm going to think 3 against 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. I'm on the last measure. So you have like 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try 1 first. 1 E and a 2. Now watch. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and. You see that? 1 E and the, that's right. 1 E and, yeah. 1 E and the 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Want me to break it up a little bit more? Joe and David, you want me to break it up? I'm playing 1 E and the 2 E and, yeah. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and. That's the 1 and the. So I have, all right. Better yet, hold on. Let's see where this stuff starts. Let's go to page 24. You have 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we have to get 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now, if you would write this out on a piece of paper, 1 E and the. Okay? 2 E and the 3 E and the. All right, so you're going to write 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. That's going to be the first 3. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. Where was the right hand going to fall? It's going to fall 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the. So write down 1 E and the. The right hand is going to fall on 1, 1 E. It's 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the. Again, on the 1 E and the, I'm sorry, 1 E and the 2 and 3. Here you go, 1 E and, it gets a little confusing when I do it that slow. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. 1 E and the 2 and 3. I'm going to keep doing it over and over again. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. 1 E and the 2 and 3. 1 the 2. I say 1 E and the 2 here. Let me get to this mode here. The screen is driving me crazy. Here we go. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. 1 E and the 2. That's the 1. Now we got to get the second part. 1 E and the 2 and 3. 1, the 2 and 3. 1 E and the 2 and 3. So you're going to go 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. That's the first downbeat. 1 E and the 2 E and the. Write that down, guys. 1 E and the 2 E and the. You got it? Nice, me too. Did you write it out, Joe? I'm thinking 1 E and the 2 E and the. Do it again. I'm going to count 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the. So I'm just working right now with 1 E and the. So I have 1 E and the. See that? 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. That's 1 E and the 2, 3. 1, the 2, and 3. Got it? Dave's got it. How about you, Joseph? I'll do it slower. I'm breaking up. I'm going to play the 1 E and, but I'm thinking of it in 3. 1 E, I mean, in the 3, 4. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. So the way that falls is 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. So slow down. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and. If you have it, then I'm going to go to continue to measure. You have all you have is 3 against 2. So you have 1, 2, just the first measure. 1, 2, 3. It's not easy. You need a tremendous amount of focus. And I'm not using any excuses because I can play this up tempo. But what happens when I'm playing it slow and I'm looking at that screen over there and this screen over here and looking at the book, it's not easy. But you understand it. That's what's important, Joe and Dave. Now, that's coming on the E. That's the 1 E and. So we're going to have 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. 1. That's the first part. The second move, if you went to line 2, it moves over. So you're going to have the and the E. So you have 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and. You see that? I'm on line 2. I'm going to do 1 E and the with the right hand against the triplet. So I have 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. 1 E, I'm going to keep doing it over and over again, just that figure. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and 1, 2 and 3 E and. You want to write it down, you write out 1 E and the, 2 E and the, 3 E and the. On the 1, it's just 1 E and the. Okay, then you got 2 E and the, 3 E and the. So write out 1 E and the, 2 E and the, 3 E and the. On the count of 1, E and the. Then you have 2 E on the and the. Then 3 E and the. 1 E and the 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 1. You got it, guys? It's not easy. What you want to do, man, is just maybe try the first page up to line 8. That should be pretty easy. They're just unusual. Get the feel of it, but do it slow. If I did it very slow, it takes a tremendous amount of concentration. I'm going to do, let's say line 4. I'm just going to do one measure over and over again. That's the same, right? 1 E and the 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1. 1 E and the 2, 3. 1, 2, and 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 3. 1. You see that, Jet? You want me to write that out for you? I'm going to try to put a package together, have it to you before Friday, explaining this kind of thing here. Okay? Just take a couple lines and work it out. You have any questions on it? Yes, no, maybe, by chance? Help me, please. Joe, Dave, you understand everything that we've done so far tonight? The next 2 polyrhythms that, I want to stay with 2 against 3, 3 against 4. The next 2 polyrhythms we're going to work with, or more, is going to be 5 against 2, 5 against 3, 5 against 4. That's going to be a heck of a fun. Now, you got to keep practicing, the stick control book as written. And I do, as much as I can. I'll run through the whole thing. Like, I'm going to do the left-hand side of the page right now with the vamp, say at 160 for a little bit. Well, I'm showing you now tonight, and just try it. If you have any questions, I'll write it out for you and send it to you, okay? We'll put it in the archives. What I want to do, just to close it up, I need to get something, dinner or something, man. And this computer thing is just driving me crazy. Anyway, I want to do, that's at 170. I'm going to drop down the left-hand side of the page, half strokes, with the vamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Repeat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, vamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Line 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, vamp. 1, 2, 3. 2. Line 3. 3, 2, 3. Here we go. 4. Line 3. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, vamp. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, line 5. 2, 3, 4. Line 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. My mistake. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 12. Okay. Now what's this? You can't get 5. What's this? We have gone over 4, 3 against 4, 4 against 3, 3, but didn't apply it to the syncopation book. Do you understand it a little bit better, Joe? Does it make any sense? Because when we get back on the drum set, I'll show you exactly what's happening with that. And 5 against 2, Dave, you know the formula. I'm not going to start doing that now. It makes it better, though. You see where I'm getting the 3 against the 2, or partials of the 4 when we're playing the 8th note? And you have 5 against 2. No, let me just show you one thing before I close up, all right? 5 against 2. You don't know the formulas. Well, that's why you don't know how to do it. 3 against 4, 2 against 3, whatever. 2 times 3 equals 6. Okay, so if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm spacing the 3 equal into the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I want to do the 2, I got to space it into 6. So that's going to be every third note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. We take it over to triplets and eighth notes. The 3 against 4 is 3 times 4 equals 12. So if I'm going 1E and 2E and 3E and that's 12 counts. Now I got the 3 equal inside of the 12 counts. 1E and 2, the 3. Now that's every 4 notes, or every 4 counts. 1E and 2E and 3. Well, if you get into, listen to some Steve Smith, he's in the groove with that stuff. 5 against 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. And we'll get into it next time, okay? Right now, I just need to get some dinner. And, hey, Joe, was it the weather that was bad that was preventing you, was making it freeze up? Was that? Joe, was that the problem with freezing up? Was the weather? Because you're not frozen here. Is it storming really bad in Chicago? All right. Well, anyway, I'll see everybody Friday, 1 o'clock, and we'll continue with this. We'll continue with the 3 against 2, 3 against 4. Maybe we'll even do 5 against 4, 5 against 2, 5 against 3. We'll just continually add to it. I know it wasn't. I don't know why it was. I wasn't freezing. Dave, were you freezing on the other channel? David? Dave, were you freezing on the other channel? All right, well, he's gone. Okay, let me get off of this. I'll see you guys Friday. Have a good night, Joe.